Good morning or good afternoon, friends. It's 12:12 and time for Awareness Moments with Kyra. And as promised, I'm back for us to take in a breath together. Let it go. And let us begin to open ourselves to the realization that we can be a presence for awareness. Right here, right now. So what is awareness? What is it that when we're talking about awareness, what does that mean? It means that we bring our focus, our attention into an inner realization that is beyond what we see. It is something at a greater, more magnificent level of expression. And this awareness, as we focus our attention, it is taking us into that infinite realm where there is a flow of creative consciousness, a flow of creativity, of light, if you will. And that awareness of the greater consciousness of all creation that is flowing in and through and as each one of us, then brings us the ability to be focused in, but yet expanded at the same time. We're not contracted with the kind of thoughts that keep us playing small. So as we open ourselves in awareness, we are opening to something much greater and more expanded and more divinely inspired. Whether you want to think of it as divine or you think of it as light or love or awareness, in any way that you define it, that you have the option, the ability to expand that consciousness in you, to say yes to this universal flow of this loving presence. And know that I am that. I am that at every level of my being. I vibrate. My cells begin to vibrate with a kind of infinite connection, a divine light, if you will. And when I focus my energy and I begin to stir up that energy within me to live from that more concentrated information, it's a data, it's like a data port that I open up and or a portal I walk through. And in that, I begin to see all things differently. From the place of awareness, I begin to see the world differently. It's so lovely to see some of you joining me here today and to say hello to each one of you and say great to see you. And Julie Fields, hi, Richard Saggio, Mike Brentari, Allison Fox, Ricky Buffington, Margaret Arts. I'm just going to say love to all of you. Great to have you with me. And anyone who should join at another point. What I want us to know that as we begin to open in awareness and begin to quiet the mind from all the fear, the doubt, we choose consciously to become conscious, to become aware of something greater happening in the midst of the life circumstances that we experience. And when we touch into that with reverence for the life that is in the midst of us, we are facing things that bring up the fears of death. We are facing things that bring up all kinds of different fears. And at the same time, to know without a shadow of a doubt that that's the place where life expands, where we touch into the sacred life that we are, and we begin to stir up that life within us. For we realize that there is a part of us that is aligned to life, and it is so choosing to be alive with life. At this point in time, in this collective consciousness, it's so easy to get, waylaid by the news media or the other kinds of things that are available to us. And we no longer stay in our own joy and our own energy. When we bring the light of awareness into our energy, we can notice, where am I clutching? What part of my body is shutting down versus flowing with this life force, bringing forth the divine flow of passion and compassion, both at this time, because those are truly a place where we can activate the love energy. We can activate the cells of our body. We can activate the higher frequency awareness. And when we choose that, even in the midst, we can do that deeply in our grief. If you are experiencing grief, if you're experiencing fear, then feel it fully. Take it on. Amp it up. You know, one of the things I was taught in my journey through Oneness University, my 40 days and nights in silence in India at Oneness University Temple, was about amping up those feelings, that when I experience them, instead of our tendency is to push them aside, but instead amp them up. Let them come, take me over, consume me completely. And when that occurs, when that kind of intensity of feeling happens, there is something that gets set free. And even if it's my grief, even if it's my anger, if it's my fear, or if it's my love, it's my excitement, if it is whatever that experience and feeling is within you, the joy, the peace, let it amp up and consume you completely. And something gets set free in that moment. And suddenly you find that you open a field of awareness, a field of expansive consciousness. And from that place, you can touch in to life in a different way. You touch into the life force within your own body temple. But you also touch into the sacred life force all around you, everywhere present, that you get to experience in this now moment all the ways that life is transforming itself. Breathe deeply, friends. Take in a breath. Let it go. As we hold the truth and allow ourselves to experience what is waving through our individual and our collective consciousness, we choose each moment to be conscious in that awareness. And when we do that, and we are willing to allow it into us, to allow it to fill us in every way, then all of a sudden, it is not something that we have to hold at bay, which takes a lot of energy. It takes so much energy to hold at bay that which we are resisting. What if we surrender? What if we allow? What if we allow that presence of an infinite light, an infinite truth that is greater than any outer experience, to move through and activate a greater light? Maybe it's activating our DNA in new ways. There are so many ways that we are those that are the creators of our reality. But it starts with our choosing awareness, our choosing to create because we're thinking thoughts. We're experiencing things that are really bringing to light that which is in our being, which brings us passion, which brings us joy, which brings us healing as a result. We come into our wholeness when we are in the truth of our being. And so one of the things I want to invite you to do, many folks I'm experiencing are going into these moments of awareness where they're touching into what they truly value, what really is important in life. It's something we're looking at because we have, number one, more time to reflect right now. We also are finding that this is part of the energy shift that is occurring for us, is it's taking us into these places of our deepest values. Many are experiencing life review. They're reviewing the important choice points of their lives, the things that were truly treasured moments and experiences that they value, people that they touched into in their lives that had great meaning and significance, and maybe they've never acknowledged those moments. Whatever it is for you, I invite you to find that place where you touch into that creative power. Feel the beauty and wonder and awareness of what you are, of who you are, of what you have valued throughout your life, and what's coming to light for you right now. Where is your passion, your joy? What brings life-affirming awareness into your being and into your world, therefore? If we, each one of us, go to that place where life is affirming itself through us, every cell of our body begins to radiate with that light and that love, with that divine, shining, glorious awareness that I do not have to play into whatever is happening around me. I'm not saying I'm not affected, and I choose compassion, and I choose to take action where it's appropriate. Yet I also know that I can choose the magnificent feelings that are available to me in this now moment and feel the life-affirming joy or harmony or peace. Find that place in you and share if you'd like. Share what's the passion that's calling you? What's the value that's really rising up in your being? What is stirring your soul this day? Let us be stirred up and let that energy be a blessing into the world. We allow the stirring of these times to wave through us and bring the best of us, the best that we've always been, the parts that have these incredible values and awareness, and to bring those to the surface. Let those be the expressions that we bring forth. Let them radiate through your eyes and your smile, through your laughter. Too many people are caught up in the fear right now and that contraction. And let us be the ones that are the front lines, bringing forth with an intensity and a power, a presence that is so palpable that it cannot help but center and bring others into that same palpable experience. You know, it is a joy to be with you and to see so many of you that I love and recognize over the many years. Hello to Ada and Shelley and Paul and John, and let's see who else joined that I hadn't mentioned. Stacy and George and Pat. Oh my gosh, Kimberly and Kim. I see so many of you on here. Deborah and Stacy and Dave and Jennifer. I'm so grateful for each one of you. And Carol Ann. There's 2 Carol Anns on here, and Karen and Bee and Arlen. And so each one of you that are here, Ruthie High, is that I just want to honor. You are the ones that are on the front line. You are the ones that are sharing your light with this world. Let that passion, the passion of your true life-affirming life force, come through with awareness that you are here to be the presence in this world. I'm honored and delighted to be with you and look forward to sharing another awareness moment tomorrow. In the meantime, continue to shine the light of awareness. Love what you love. Share that love. Be that presence in this world. God bless you, friends. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. And may each moment bring even greater delight in the moments of life. God bless you. Bye.